like a boss.
What up, YouTube? So I just got out of the movie Straight Outta Compton. We weren't able to actually do a trailer review on it, but we were able to do a movie review. And let me just tell you right off the bat, this movie has an 89% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, which for a brand new movie with no-name actors is amazing. The movie was really, really, really good. Now, I personally am from Los Angeles, California. I was in LA during the Rodney King beating. I was in LA during the riots. Now, watching how this related in the movie and how it affected gangster rap and also the upcoming of NWA was actually really interesting, which actually brings me to our first point, the plot. It's really kind of like an autobiography. You know, it's essentially what happened. There were a few things where I was like, did that happen? Did that happen? Exactly why this specific person wrote these types of lyrics or made this type of music, or what they went through to bring them to the point of ultimately coming together in the NWA group. It was actually a really well-written script. On plot, I basically have to give it a 4 out of 5. It was a really good plot. I totally followed it from beginning to end, and I completely thought it made sense and was enjoyable to watch. Acting. I'm gonna go ahead and give acting a 2.5 out of 5. There was some really, really interesting acting points. I say interesting both negatively and positively. So the character who played Dre, I think his name was Corey Hawkins. He was actually really good as far as being noble and the leader type role that Dre basically is in real life. I mean, the dude is a billionaire and he didn't get there just by being a punk ass off the streets. Corey Hawkins cannot cry. I mean, there's a scene where he cries and I was like, man, this is hard to watch. The dude that played Eazy-E, I think his name was Jason Mitchell, did actually a really decent job crying. You know, they couldn't have really cast it much better. The dude that played Eazy-E looked like Eazy-E. Dre, they looked like Dre. The dude who played Ice Cube was Ice Cube's son. So how could it not look like Ice Cube? MC Ren, everyone looked like their character. And everyone pretty much summed up physically, vocally, you know, they just kind of were the characters. The next category up is cinematography. Now, for those of you that don't know what cinematography is, it's the art of making motion picture photography. There was many scenes in this movie where that applied, and I absolutely get a 5 out of 5 in this movie. The different scenes that they chose to shoot, the backgrounds, the backdrops, the aerial shots, you know, was sick. It was really, really well done. You could tell that this blew Notorious out of the water. This blew 8 Mile out of the water. This blew Get Rich or Die Trying out of the water. The performances were ridiculous. The shot angles just really felt real, and you got the mood that they were intending to put you in. Absolutely cinematography, 5 out of 5, hands down. Bringing me to my last category, music. For most of y'all that don't know, Dr. Dre just came out with a new album. The name of it is Compton. Dr. Dre isn't on it so much as Kendrick Lamar and Eminem and some other cats are, but obviously he made all the beats. He is on a few tracks, and I personally love the album. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you hit up iTunes or Target or Walmart or wherever you buy your music, and at least give it a listen, because I mean, it's definitely kind of an aggressive album, but it's essentially the soundtrack and score to Straight Outta Compton. Where they put it in the movie, you know, juxtapositionally to the actual NWA soundtracks that obviously NWA made was perfect. They didn't overuse it, they didn't underuse it, there was just a little touch of modernism with the old school NWA. The music, fucking flawless. Flawless, 5 out of 5, hands down. I mean, how could you not have a movie that's about a music, have good music in it? It was a 5 out of 5, just deal with it. I definitely recommend that you go out and watch Straight Outta Compton. If you haven't already seen it, you know, get some tickets. If you're not over the age of 18, talk it over with your parents. But if you're of age, please go out and see this movie. It's actually a really good movie. And it's true. It's not like they're just making up this shit. But ultimately, I give the movie overall a 4 out of 5. I thought it was fantastic. Moderately well acted. Great music. Great script. Great plot. Just really well done. Motherfuckers, straight out of BlumGum. Make sure you don't hate, subscriptiate. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Vine. I want to hear about your comments below, what you liked or did not like about the movie. Go ahead and let me know. I'm always up to view things in a different way, like a boss.